So, I got it?
Yes, sir. The floor is yours.
Plenty of time before the show starts.
You ready?
Very good. Scott, are you ready?
Yeah.
No, that was Scott, not Scott Dean. I go
Yeah, I
one
just
first.
asked him.
I go one first.
Oh, okay.
The award thing.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Evening.
I used to be a kayaker, I still sort of am. And I'm going to be emceeing the show. This is not the show, this is kind of like a preface. Thought we'd do a couple of quick things ahead of time. Thanks to everybody for coming up, because it will help us with the timing of the show. We won't have to wait as much, hopefully. So the two things. First, and really, really important, I need two people to stand up, but I'm going to pick them. Phil
I'm not standing.
and Marie.
I'm outstanding.
You gotta do it.
We need to all give a huge thank you to Phil and Marie. I'm not sure how many years they've done this, like about 7 years. And we don't all realize how much work and effort and planning and preparation. They start months in advance, getting the place ready, we doing all of this. And it's so we can come up here and just spend a few hours and have fun. So,
Wait. Not a few hours, 2 days.
2 days, 3 days. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. That's my tip. The second thing is I'm going to ask Scotty to come up. He has a little presentation. It's yours.
Where's the El Presidente?
Oh,
Okay. You need to come up here somewhere.
hiding.
Boom!
This is looking good.
Spank him.
Oh my God.
You finished that, huh?
Sit down. Sit down and get spanked. So back in the day, Danny, El Presidente, and I decided to go on a cruise outside behind Target and go up to Smoke Break Slough. It was a nice day. My boat was broken, so I borrowed Robert's
Your boat wasn't
fixed
broken,
drive.
your Mirage drive.
My Mirage drive was broken.
Yeah.
So I borrowed Robert's Mirage drive. And we just got past the bridge. His boat blew out. I'm like,
Sounds
What the
like
hell?
you're doing something.
so I fixed it, put it back in, and it broke again. I'm like, what? No way. So 2 Mirage drive down, what do we do? Oh, let's just keep floating. We went over to Smoke Break Slough. Nice, we had lunch. And all of a sudden the wind came up like that. We had fun going back towards the airport with our umbrellas. Water everywhere.
Remember what it was called? Atmospheric river.
Okay, atmospheric river. Note to self, if you don't put your Mirage drive back in that hole, water comes through and it's like a toilet flushing in your crotch. So we're hauling ass. Man, this is freaking fun. Woohoo! And we look and we gotta turn back. Oh my God. He don't swim. He's towing me. I'm paddling my ass off. I got water coming over the bow. What do you think? I think we should get out. So finally we pulled our boats out down there by that little, I don't know, oil change for kayaks, you know, by the dog place. It's like, it was the concrete that's like up in here.
Unhappy dog.
We pulled the boats out, get them up there.
Hi, Millie.
He calls Phil. Hey man, you gotta come rescue us. What the hell happened? Just come get us. So we got the boats and all that stuff. That was the first time he lost his paddle. We had a picture. He took a picture of his paddle and it disappeared.
I was holding the paddle.
Holding the paddle. Fast forward, he's got this new wood paddle. It says El Presidente. He's down, music by the bay, and it falls off and floats out. Right. And tight as ebbing.
Another paddle gone.
So 2 down, and he's on his 3rd one. So Phil and I were down by Oyster Beach, and there was a little canoe. It was all beat up over on Stinky Beach side, and went over, found this.
Whoa, it came
So I grabbed it. So is it a canoe up without a paddle? I don't know. So I carved this in, and when we went on my 365th run in the Yellow Yacker from Hooked and Slough to Gills, we took this on board. People that were there signed it. And there's the position.
That was the position, yeah.
You need to go back to that position and sign it sometime. So here's
GPS
another
coordinates.
paddle. Hopefully
What was the dayboard on that?
you don't lose that. Approval for Brandon. You got it.
All right, well, we're grateful that we did not die that day. It was close, believe me. We were pretty rocking and rolling there. The one mistake that I made, it was a little bit too much egotistical. I thought sure that I could tow Scotty back to target, even though there was an 18-mile-an-hour winds in our face. So I told Scotty, well, let's see if we can get over here. Well, there was some concrete over there. So he says, what do you think? Well, that's all I had to hear. Over we went. Get the hell out of here. So I'm slated like this. He pulls my goddamn boat up out of the water. They're up on the concrete. Pretty soon we're out. But that paddle thing, I went back there. This is just right by the farm store. Had the paddle right there in the picture, and somehow it didn't get back into the truck. But I think I left it there. I went back and asked the guy a week later, did you see a paddle, the Orange City paddle over here? He might have that paddle.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is great of all of you to do this. I will treasure this.
Oh, we love it.
So one final thing. Sharpie,
Oh, yeah.
you can sign it. Sign in.
Thank you, Scott. That's really
Where's Mario? That's a little loud.
I'm done.
Okay, as Marie and I would both like to thank you all for coming to our cabin. I hope you're having fun.
We are.
And before we start the show, we're going to have Denny give a little speech. And then Tim will come out, and as soon as we're ready, we'll start the show. All right? A lot of applause. Our president, Denny!
Can we take a break?
Okay.
You done?
Oh, God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's always been a problem. Scott says he never speak up. When we give him the speech, we can never hear you, so that's not going to happen anymore. God, that sounds weird. Do I have to
What?
talk like that?
Yeah, no one likes their voice. You never hear it.
Anyway, just want to reiterate what Tim said about Phil and Marie. They open the cabin up to us every year, and we really appreciate it. Nice place to have a great party. So, want to welcome a couple of new people who've never been to the cabin before, Jack and Ethan.
Hey.
Maureen and Tom. And Valerie. And of course, this gal's been with us a good long time. Oh, it's you. Anyway, she's been with us a long time, and she's never been to the cabin party. So welcome, Bridget, the grandmother.
Hail to the brownies.
We have the dignitaries here. Where are the dignitaries? Are they out there? I don't see any dignitaries.
Robert's a dignitary.
There's one there.
There's one there.
First time too. My first time too.
You're not on the
I'm sorry, Peter. Something else really Consider yourself.
Okay, so we're going to honor somebody here today. Somebody that's from another country,
Another company,
another way of life,
another planet. I can't hear you. Yeah.
another way of life, another country. This person is from another country. And we're going to honor him because he does so much for DOA. He puts up all our pictures, he does our slideshows, our music, and he's real special for the Idiotas. So Mario, Mr. Cuban, come on up.
Yay, Mario!
What?
Hey!
Franco,
I
this last night. It would have helped me a lot.
Over here, so.
I like it.
Better put them on.
Yeah, I think you should.
All right. Now the speech. The many hazards.
Make it short.
It'll be pretty short.
No, can't do it.
The many hazards of kayaking with DOA.
Keep talking into the microphone.
Yeah, don't hold on.
The many hazards of kayaking with DOA.
There.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
No laughing.
Getting sprayed by a water gun while kayaking with Slew Rat. Looking in your rearview mirror and seeing the Madicat on a party cruise bearing down on you. Sitting in your kayak at the dock by the Humboldt Research Boat on the 4th of July and having a boat lose control and you have to run for your life. Or having a group of 20 kayakers push against you with the tide at their back. Remember that, right? Getting too close to the exit of the Klamath and almost getting sucked into the ocean. Allison. You're supposed to guess these as we go. Kayaking Big Lagoon by the campground only to have a gust of wind and a very large wave dump you into the water. Scotty. Minding your own business on the water when the good times roll up to you and force you to drink lots of wine. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Having a lovely, peaceful outing on Stone Lagoon only to have 2 knuckleheads ram you into the water.
That's bullshit!
You know who you are.
You wrote the speech.
Kayaking the Eureka Slough and all of a sudden you get hit in the back of the head by Wilson. Never again. Being a pirate on the water, yelling to another boat, "Give me all your women." Only you have a skull with a coxswain and 7 rowers almost take you out. Where's Tim? Oh, he's not here. That happened to Tim. Having the judge almost behead you at Woodley Island Dock. I think all of you have seen that picture. Trying to get into your boat at the dock at Woodley Island only to become a dipper. There's Holly.
Yay, Holly.
Leaning over to take a picture of Mrs. Claus at Christmas and falling into the 46-degree water and having someone stab you in the PFD.
Yay,
Mario.
Mario.
We just heard that.
What is that?
Scotty. PFD because he.
Because his floating is wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
floating.
deflating.
Couldn't get in the
Being
boat.
in a tandem kayak, having it flip over and hanging on for dear life as your wife is waving to you standing on the boat that rescued her. Phil and Marie.
Oh.
That was one of their first trips with us.
Yeah.
Introducing yourself to someone on the water at Big Lagoon, as you reach to shake their hand, you roll into the 7-degree water. Like a bath. That was
Don't
Frank.
shake Jack.
Frank, but Jack was the instigator. He reached his hand and he pulled it back.
He had the look. Oh, shit.
You like that. Kayaking in Mad River Slough where it is too shallow and getting stuck in the mud. Grandmother! Grandmother!
Never again.
And actually we have had, 2 flippers and 2 dippers in the last month. It's pretty amazing.
Where is that last
Summer.
flipper? Rick?
Yeah, Rick was the last flipper. Yeah.
It's summer.
Hi,
You're in
I'm a
good company,
flipper.
though. You're in good company.
I'm probably at the bottom of the road.
In spite of all the hazards, we have lots of fun kayaking the waters of Humboldt, seeing otters, sea lions, seals, spouting whales, and an incredible amount of bird life. So keep coming out so we can continue to enjoy the great food, all the sights, and the wonderful people of DOA. Now I have to introduce the MC for our evening's pleasure, Mr. Tim Cisna.
Now what's he going? Now what's he going to look like today? Oh my God. Big pink.
And his assistant. Look at his lovely assistant.
He's a painter. Bob Rock,
Take
right?
that margarita, buddy.
Bob Rock?
I love it. Yeah.
They think you're not. You kept on going to work like that.
Good evening. We don't need it.
Let's see some happy trees, kid.
We're going to start off tonight, before Trace Idiotis gets ready to perform, we're going to start off with a little game. Now, I promise this game is fast, it's easy, it's fun. You'll understand in a minute. It's limited to the first 7 people that sign up with my lovely assistant, Sharon. So if you'll come up and give her your name and you'll get entered, I can tell you there is truly a very nice prize, right, Sharon? So we need 7. We need
Not all
7.
at once.
Come on, let's go.
All right.
It's fun little short game. Come on.
Come on, Steve.
Come on, Robert.
Hey, Peter,
It's
you're
gonna be a long night at this rate.
Those in front would make it
1, 2, 3, 4. We need 3 more. 3 more.
Hey, Bryce, get
5.
Bryce up there.
There's 6.
Come on, Bryce.
How many people think Bryce should be up here? One more.
Where's Aiden? Make Aiden get up
I can't count.
No, yes, 6.
You have 7.
I can't count. You can't count. We need 1 more.
Aiden, take him. He's in the
Okay, here we go.
You're doing the other one. You were doing it a minute ago.
He won't volunteer, but he'll go if you say go. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, you can.
It's just back on that one again.
It's that one, yeah.
Hey, Mayor.
Okay,
Stop up and
those
down
of you
on
that
the
were
one
here
behind
last
you
year,
and the one in
remember
front of you.
President Trump paid us a little visit.
Yeah.
Sent his
Yes,
sorrows.
he's
He
good
wasn't
over here.
able to
That's
make it
better.
in person this year, but he sent a little something instead.
Oh, God.
All right.
So, let us get this fixed up, and then we'll explain this little game.
I like the game. I already know I like the game.
look at that.
Probably out here.
I don't think I can play without hyperventilating.
Pin the rump on the
Give like 12 games down the truck.
Oh no.
So,
Pin
we're
the
gonna
hair
play a
on
little game.
the whatever.
It's pin the toupee on the president. And the winner, there truly is a nice prize. The winner will be selected by audience applause. And we're going to do 1 at a time, starting with number 1, whoever that is, Kathy. And you'll be blindfolded. We're not going to spin you around and have you walk off the deck. You just come right over here, about 3 feet away.
That's so
Gently,
funny.
stick the little sticky tab on there. 1 hand only, and wherever it touches first, leave it stuck there.
Boy, how do you figure it out so fast? He's got spies everywhere.
Polly the State doesn't wear a toupee.
Which hand do you use, right? Here's the sticky. No, right here. Okay, now come with me right here.
Peter's already.
Yeah, but you don't want to stuck on you. Now, we're going to get you right in front of it, and you're about 3 feet away. Reach your right arm out.
Walk you right in the
forward
face.
gently,
Yeah.
Put it on the president. Right there. No! Oh,
You can't. Oh.
And we can't
Put it down. Put it down. All right, there's number 1.
Yay, good job.
He's a damn pirate.
Hey!
Peter, number 2.
Close his eyes.
Yeah,
Spin it around. It's on 2. You're up.
Yeah, spin him
Karen's
around.
going to blindfold you.
Yeah, he is too tall.
Right-handed Peter.
No, but it's because they. I
Okay.
probably put him.
Don't. We're going to turn you sticky side towards the thing. Okay, we're going to turn you around this way. Reach your right arm out, full length. Okay, walk forward about 3 steps and gently place it on his head.
To your starboard.
Starboard.
Here's starboard. Number 2.
Peter!
So somebody's like short like me and probably
We get it right on there.
Right? So think you're
Come
about
on,
my
spin
height, you
some.
guys. My
Peter?
height.
Right-handed?
You got a big fat bear on
That's what you
your
get for being tall.
Yeah. Missed the target.
If you scooch down about my height, you might get it right on.
Yeah.
You can't see underneath there.
Okay,
So you can't see underneath.
right
Yeah.
out. Go about 3 steps forward and gently
Oh, not
put it
his
on
butt,
there.
Peter.
Wherever it touches. All right.
We got port.
Maureen! Right-handed? All right.
Got
What were you
it.
thinking? He's gonna go home.
Okay, right here.
I know what's wrong with that picture, is the tie is too
Take 1
short.
step forward.
Yeah.
Okay, go right out there now. 3 gentle steps forward.
How you gonna know?
Put it on. Go ahead. Straight forward.
Straight in.
Whoa!
Bryce, are you with us? Are you really with us? Right-handed or left-handed?
He doesn't know.
What do you want to be for this?
What do you want to be?
Left-handed.
He actually probably doesn't know.
Okay, here you are. Reach your left hand out, straight out. Okay, straight forward and gently put it on the board.
Use the force.
Wow.
Very good.
Wow.
Go! Right-handed? Okay, I'm going to give you your sticker.
Bring my own blindfold.
Okay, straight ahead, gently.
So I'll give all my
Aiden's so, Aiden, you're so tall.
Are you kidding?
Aiden!
It's where it's supposed to go.
And down.
It's a windy day.
Shrink down.
Right-handed?
Put it in at your belly button.
I got to watch
Look at it.
six
You
of
got
all.
it.
Here's your sticker.
I think you're the tallest.
Yeah, you can't tell him to put his arms straight forward, that's not fair.
Lower it.
Lower,
Belly
lower,
button
lower.
level.
A little lower, there you go.
Belly button.
Belly
Went
button.
down.
Good job.
That's how he treats everything. He and Peter way off the chart.
All right,
All right.
let's see. We need a lot of applause. Where's number 1?
Their number?
Down and to the left.
Kathy.
Okay, we do just show me in order. Okay, how many think Peter should win?
No.
Which Peter?
How about Bryce? That was a sympathy vote. Joan? Maureen? Kathy? Another Peter? And Aiden?
He gets it for way out.
Was it Joan?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Joan.
Where'd Joan go?
Windy hair.
Down there.
I'll put the toupee on.
Nice prize. Actually, there are 2 prizes.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Sharon doesn't even know. So first, you get a nice
hash
caramel
in there, right?
sea salt chocolate bar.
I'm your friend.
Down at the bottom
That's gonna be good.
or up at the top anywhere.
easel instead.
You may do with this as you choose. It is yours.
I think
I understand it is flammable. Flammable. I don't know, but it's up to you. So. Wendy is going to come up. She has a song. It involves some audience participation. The more you participate, everybody, the more fun it will be, right?
Yeah.
And she has her dog with her. I call the dog Toto, from
Okay, Toto's here.
obviously, but it's also Millie. Take it away.
Okay, new
You want the
DOA
mic?
song, not as long as the last one, and you guys will be able to follow along. No, we don't. On this side, we're gonna say DOA. And on this side, we're going to say on the bay. Okay, I'll give you the hand signals. So here's the new song, and it goes like this.
Check it out.
Who's that humble kayak crew that's floating down the slough?
DOA on the bay.
Fun for me and you.
DOA on the bay. DOA on the bay.
Forever in our kayaks we get high, 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 high. Pack your yak and bring a snack and join our company.
DOA on the bay.
Fun for you and me. You did great, you guys.
It was the writer. It was all the writer.
Of how many acts?
3. Last year, that was pretty funny. You may remember that Trace Idiotis enlightened you as to who they are and where they came from. They entertained us with a sample of their ancestors' tribal war dance with authentic costumes and battle weapons.
Yeah, right.
They also demonstrated their amazing swimming and synchronicity skills with their presentation of a portion of their gold medal award-winning routine for the Cuban synchronized swimming team. And finally, they honored us with their reenactment of the Blues Brothers hit single, Everybody Needs Somebody to Love. This year, Trace Idiotis would like to try something different. They will perform 3 skits for you today, all of which will entice and delight your senses. The first skit takes us back to ancient Egypt. It is widely known that all 3 members of Trace Idiotis have visited and explored Egypt and found it to be a wonderful and amazing place. They believe the rich history of Egypt needs to be preserved and cherished. In that spirit, Trace Idiotis would like to reenact for you a portion of that history as they have interpreted it. Be prepared to be transformed back to Egypt 2,000 years before Christ was born. Trace Idiotis presents King Tut.
I knew it.
Open the curtains. Don't open it. Who said open it?
Wow. Oh my
The Bengals.
I would like to talk seriously here for a moment.
Go ahead.
One of the great art exhibits ever to tour the United States was that of treasures of Tutankhamun or King Tut. But I think it's a national disgrace how we have commercialized it with trinkets and toys, t-shirts and posters. About 3 months ago, I was up in these woods and I wrote a song. I tried to use the ancient modalities and melodies. I would like to do it for you right now. Maybe we'll all learn something.
So, you guys
Now when he was a young man, he never thought he'd see people stand in line to see the boy king. How'd you get so funky? Did you do the monkey? Now if I'd known they'd line up just to see him, I'd save up all my money and bought me a museum. Buried with a donkey. He's my favorite honky. by the Nile. Oh, the ladies love his style. Striking for a mile. He ate a crocodile. He gave his life for tourism. Now when I die, now don't think I'm a nut. Don't want no fancy funeral, just one like old King Tut. I forgot the words. Buried in his jammies. Got a condo made of stoner.
You know, hopefully we'll get enough contributions that by next year we'll have a new, beautiful venue, comfortable seats and all of this, and won't be quite so crowded.
Well, I was just hoping for Red Velvet ears that, like, you just pull the string and they open.
All right, Act 2. We have just been thousands of years ago. This next skit takes us 30 years into the future.
When is
No wonder it
that?
took so long.
How many years? What year is that?
Amazingly, all three members of Trace Idiotus have miraculously survived the ravages of time. They have kept in touch with each other. In fact, they still kayak every weekend if the conditions are right. In the future, water levels around Humboldt Bay have risen due to global warming, and Trace Idiotus have found new and exciting runs to explore. Some of those runs included Jacoby Creek Slough, Lake Ferndale, Bayside Lagoon, and the Mattole Estuary. The three Idiotus, now all in their 90s, look back to a time when they were members of a group of kayaking misfits who called themselves DOA. They belonged to the Humboldt branch of the group, which were a rather motley crew with no rules or regulations, or as they used to say, no do's and no don'ts. This group would travel the far corners of Humboldt County in search of places to kayak. They were not a very disciplined group, often seen drinking and toking as they cruised the flat waters of Northern California. Trace Idiotus now present DOA, the early years.
We're not on yet.
Still brewing.
They're all asleep back there. So be real quiet. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open up the curtains. When the curtains are open, I'm going to give you the signal. We'll do 1, 2, 3. On 3, we're going to scream and wake them up. So be real quiet. Let's get the curtains open, please.
Where the hell are we?
Oh, yeah.
Another slow run with DOA.
Where's everybody?
Oh, well, Mario, we're all that's left. Over the years, people just stopped coming. Even the wife stopped coming. I sure miss the ladies, though.
I bet you do. Hey, it's a wonder we're still here at all.
Yeah.
I mean, for the new sloughs, I wouldn't come out here anymore.
New sloughs, yeah.
I mean, you
get a
guys.
kick out of those new sloughs.
Yeah. Well, you guys are getting pretty boring, and you smell kind of funky. Hey, I need the fire
Oh, the fire hydrant.
Who got it?
Drink it
So,
down.
how many years has it been since we've been on the water with you two idiots?
Well, let's see. You, Val, and me started DOA back in 2006. And this youngster over here joined us right after that, so it's been 35 to 40 years.
Holy Moses.
I know.
Jesus.
I'm tired thinking about
Well, I'm getting too damn old for this shit.
Yeah, you look like it too.
I need to get one of those motors like that guy had, you know, back when. I think his name was Mac.
Mac?
Yeah. Remember he had the motor?
Mac.
Yeah.
No, that was Mark. Yeah, his knees went out on him back in 2016.
Hey, you dumbasses, pedal a little bit. We aren't
Oh,
getting
God,
anywhere.
yeah.
Do you guys talk about all the people we met through DOA? Can you guys hear me?
Go ahead, speak up.
I ask a question.
All right.
Do you remember all the people we have met through DOA? That's the second part.
If you'd shut up, I'd answer you. I remember the people. I just don't remember their names. Like that one guy who collected all them bones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he did the backstroke whenever he flipped out of the boat. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was always chasing down those buzzards.
Yep.
Wasn't he? Didn't we call him Slew Rat because he had a family of rats on his boat?
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
That asshole, he always shoot you with his water gun. And I think he blew bubbles too.
Oh, he was a bubble blower.
You never knew what to expect from him.
What? Don't read the text.
You forgot the words again?
What about that guy that always, he always had those safety meetings?
Oh, there's
Remember
safety
that guy?
meetings. Yeah, that was safety.
That guy was a tool.
Oh, he was a
I think he was with the Coast Guard or the Cub Scouts.
I think he
Hey, something was definitely wrong with his head.
Yeah, he was.
Remember that one time? Yeah, when he stabbed me in my PFD? I don't think he was trying to save me. He was trying to kill my ass. That's what he was doing.
Where is he?
Hey, read the text.
Oh, give me the pirate punch. Wait a minute, excuse me.
Yeah, I don't think he liked you much. One good thing about the guy was he made all those awesome medals for us to wear. I still have mine.
Yep.
See the flipper with the little punch. There's 6
You got
punches
to punch
in there.
6.
When you get old, you just fall in. That's all there is to it.
Who was that guy that was always? Who was that guy that was always fishing? He had every gadget imaginable on his boat. I don't know how he ever got his dog to be on top of his kayak.
I don't either.
I think that was Scott.
Oh,
Remember
Scott.
him?
Yeah, Scott.
I think his dog's name was Hokey.
No.
Brutal. Frody.
No.
Brody.
Brody.
That was
Brody.
it. That was it.
Remember that time up at Lake Earl?
Oh God, don't say
We
that.
were all sitting on our boats eating lunch in the middle of the lake, and he steps out of his boat 6 inches of water. We had to walk our boats all the way back to our cars. That sucked, man.
That's a big
Almost killed me. We're
Yeah.
down here today.
Hey, pedal!
Oh my God! I'll say one thing. He was a hell of a photographer.
He was. Yes, he
I'm
was.
getting sleepy.
Hey, remember that one chick? God, she was kind of short. Worked at the county. I think she sold baby carriages to the homeless.
No, dumb shit. She traded car seats for drugs.
Right here. Shut up, you idiot! She checked cars for safety and installation. She always had good beer.
She did.
Yeah. We call her beer slut. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Beer slut.
That's gonna stick.
I did too.
She was married to that slew rat guy.
Oh, she's married to a slew rat.
Yeah, she was pretty funny. Oh. I didn't finish. I just couldn't read it.
Pedal, Mario.
I remember the Tree Island. Crazy ass dog,
Oreo. Oh, I remember she had a kid who would yak with us. Ryan was his name, and he was kind of a weird kid, but really a good kid. He helped a lot of people out there. I think he gave him an award one year. Who's that pirate?
Bryce, his fucking name was Bryce. You idiot. And he wasn't weird. He was special. I remember he would not get his driver's license, so they had to drive him all over the place. He was really good at chemistry and physics. What? You listen to me. He was a whiz kid. He even kicked my ass in tic-tac-toe. Yeah.
He was really good.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was pretty smart, and it was always very helpful, unlike you two idiots.
Paddle.
Who is that? Al?
Hey, that guy's falling
Who was
apart
that
over
guy?
there.
That
He's going to
was
sleep.
really quiet, but he really knew his shit. Who was that guy?
Let me think.
Oh, yeah. His name was Peter.
Peter.
He was a physician's assistant. He was the guy with the white beard, loved to play bocce ball. God, he kicked my ass so many times. And he always brought a tarp for us to sit on, which was really fucking nice. His boat didn't have much shit on it, though. He needed more shit.
He needed more shit. Do you remember who our #1 fans were? Mayor and Peter.
Oh, Mary and Peter. Oh, yeah.
She was a great gal.
She was a beautiful.
He was a good looker.
She was.
Got a nice blood.
Oh, nice blood.
Oh, man. Peter was always working, so we didn't see much of him.
No.
But he was a hell of a ping pong player.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
You know, they used to dress up for our performances. They even gave us an award one year for the Tressie Yellows. I like women to give me shit.
Oh, I bet you
did.
I wasn't sleeping.
Right.
I heard Peter won a few trophies, you know, in his time for ping pong.
You're kidding.
No,
I
because
did
he
not
got
know
his
that.
name on
I did not know that.
Yeah. Hey, you guys remember Elizabeth?
Elizabeth?
Remember her?
I'm not sure.
She was really into politics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was in politics.
And she hated that one president. What was his name?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. It was
You need more drink. You need a smoke, too.
It was 45.
Oh, 45.
Yeah, she was the person back in 2018 that got 45 impeached. She was at one of his rallies and got too close to him, so he pushed her and broke her arm. At that point, people had had enough, and they impeached him. I think. I remember. I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Can't remember anything. All I know is that her and this other guy were always smoking.
Oh, I
in the
remember
back
that.
of the pack.
Puffing or smoking. Or
Yeah, he was.
I remember him. That was Robert.
Oh, yeah.
He was really into bowling balls.
Oh, he had them all over. Yeah. He had one in a tree. The trees were right
They were
around the
everywhere.
bowling ball.
I know. He was a DOA secretary.
No. He's a great communicator, you idiot. Always sent out emails, curly gray hair. Drove a white van with a big hammer on it. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He woke
Yeah.
up.
He was also involved in that kinetic sculpture race. He drove a big shark around. Yeah. Hey, I need another drink.
Pass it over here.
Now, wasn't he married to Joanne?
Joanne.
Joanne.
Jojo.
Boy, that woman never knew where she was. One time, I asked her if she was here, and she said she didn't think so.
And you know what? She delivered meals on wheels. How did she ever find the right house? Where are all the women? I miss the women.
There was one woman that who always talked about avocado this, avocado that. Remember, she tried to be a vegan.
Yeah. Her skin was trying to turn green.
Back in 2017, but that idiot husband of hers made her eat meat. He was a douche. You're a douche, man.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's my wife you're talking about.
Yeah.
Here. Have some guacamole. There, have some of that. Fix that for me.
Yeah, well, all I know is she almost got you killed with those damn walking sticks. Remember that?
God,
Coming
yeah.
down that hill? We laughed at you. You almost broke your arm.
Oh, it's me. He did a super job in that cabin party, man. Every year.
No, she did.
Yeah. Running around with her head cut off. No, her head like a chicken, her head cut off. Something like that. Yeah. I know you did over there in the corner. Yeah, you youngster. All you did was smoke and drink beer. That's all you did.
That's what party's about, man. Yeah, well, Mario, speaking of wives, your wife was a real freaking spark plug. Remember those intervals she used to make us do?
Oh, God.
She would blow that whistle and off she'd go. She did make some killer watermelon margaritas though, and she knew how to throw a party. Oh, where is that part?
You got it right here. She worked at some fancy spa doing aerobics for 80-year-old people. It's a wonder she didn't kill any of them. By the way, who was that MC? Who a few of our shows, MC some of our shows back in. I gotta just stay up. Up. Yeah. 2018. Yeah. I think he worked at the county fair. He was judging sheep.
I remember him. He used to bring us that really cheap wine. Remember that stuff? We always hope he'd bring like one bottle and bring like 3 of them.
Every time.
Here you go, El Presidente.
This is good.
Seeing things. That stuff gave me heartburn.
That must have came out of the sky.
Yeah, hey, that's no cheap wine either.
Heartburn.
That's good stuff. You know his name was Tom.
Tom.
Tall guy, but kind of dumb.
Yep.
He was married to Sharon, the sweetest woman you'll ever know.
I remember her. She was a banker.
She was a banker. 44 years, I think it was.
Yeah, smart lady.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
How that Tom guy ever married her? It's beyond my comprehension.
I know, she would just rail on that organ and play the House of the Rising Sun at one of our cabin parties.
Oh, yeah.
Best rendition I've ever heard.
Yeah, same here.
You know, I think she left Tom and became CEO of Citibank.
Hey, I saw that Tom guy walking around 2nd Street the other day. He had a shopping cart full of empty beer cans. It's a real shame.
I know.
You know, being a judge of sheep must have been really hard on the guy. Yeah, I need a pirate one.
You know, I'm getting a little hungry. I sure can use one of those brownies.
Oh, the Brinket brownies.
Yeah. One of those. Oh, those were good.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You can taste them now.
I can taste them now.
Too bad all the corners were gone. That goddamn communicator used to come up behind the bridge and then snatch him up. And you know, she was also the grandmother. Do you remember that?
I remember that. She got a medal for it.
That woman couldn't stay out of the mud if it killed her.
You know, I think I saw her kayak in the North Bay the other day.
Did you really?
Stuck in the
Oh,
mud.
grandmother! Oh, grandmother, yeah. Speaking of kayaks, who was that dickhead that always had the duct tape tied to the back of the jet? He would have broke that thing out around hunting season. We almost got killed.
I know.
And he had this cock and bull story about bringing condors to the North Coast. What a joke that was. Jesus Christ.
He was a real winner.
Yeah.
Comes out once a year,
Yeah.
drinks all our beer, but he gets that condor thing right, you know?
You're kidding me.
Yeah. They're like seagulls now.
Shit,
Oh, here they come! Oh my God! Jesus! Oh God, I can't get this time. We got open. Oh, bullets! They're coming! Oh! Hold on.
Safe?
Oh! My opens up now.
Now his wife Joan, on the other hand.
Oh, his wife.
Remember
Joan.
her, Mario?
Yeah.
Oh, she was just a smart cookie. I mean, she retired and made her husband that idiot.
Oh, that other guy. Yeah.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
You know, she never drank or smoked dope. Funniest person I ever met. She probably lived to be 105.
Probably.
Where is that part of
Yeah.
Don't drink so much this time.
God, it's almost
Slow down. Remember, Wendy?
What's it, Wendy?
No, it's
No, it's not Wendy
at
all.
no Wendy.
Oh, Wendy!
Wendy.
Wendy, I
Oh,
remember
yeah,
Wendy.
Wendy.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
she the one that wrote that song about DOA?
Yeah.
When he was in the hospital.
Well, you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
in the hospital.
Great woman. I really appreciate that song. That was a beauty, wasn't it? Yeah, that was her. She could roll some huge doobies, too. People talked about her fried onion rings, too, man. That woman could whip up chow for a crowd of people in no time.
You know, I think her kayak was named the Grateful Red.
Grateful Red.
Grateful Red.
I remember that.
She used to hang out with the dead back in the day.
You did?
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
right.
know that.
Yes, she did.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she was a.
When she was alive.
She was a.
Well, it looks like it's just us now.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're still around.
I know.
I mean, look at you, El Presidente.
What about me?
You broke your, oh God, your nose.
Yeah.
Oh, it's much larger now.
It looks much better.
And your neck.
Yeah.
Back in 2000,
2001 help with that.
yeah, help.
2014.
2014. God, the
You would-
dates
you would
really
know.
screwed me all up.
Yeah. You know, and that boss of yours, that guy was a real
Oh,
asshole.
yeah, he wanted me to work with lights.
Oh man, how'd you ever survive being a mystery to me?
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm still alive because I hung out with beautiful women.
Oh, come on. The only reason they hung on with you because you bribed them with flowers.
You found me out.
Yeah.
Well, that's very true. I have to admit that.
Yeah.
How did you ever get this far, Mario? I mean, you know, being Cuban was pretty tough. and being a Giants fan, I mean, do you realize that the Giants haven't had a winning season since they won the pennant in 2014?
Oh my God. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, leave him alone.
No, you deserve it.
He had a hard life. He had to swim from Cuba to Florida during a hurricane. And against the tide. Then he had to work at Safeway all the years. Tough son of a bitch, I'd say.
You know, I'm still here because I have the best wife ever.
Yeah.
She won't let me die.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's a good point. What about you, Great Blue Pumpkin?
Yeah, what about?
Okay. You're a Dodger fan. I'm surprised you didn't have a heart attack when the franchise went belly up back in 2018 after that choke in the World Series.
And at that time, you remember when that great white shark ate half your boat back in
Another date. Another 22, I think.
Yeah, I had three twos. 2022. It was too bad for Homer.
Oh.
He was a good dog.
He was along for the ride.
Yeah, I did get lucky. Poor Homer, though. Or he'll never forgive me.
No, she
for that.
never will.
I think we're all pretty lucky, though, to be here. By the way, where the hell are we?
Oh, I can tell you.
Does it really matter where we are? As long as we're still together kayaking in the flat waters of Humboldt. Sure do miss the ladies, girls.
All right. Act
Yeah, I
3.
like that plaid shirt with
Yeah,
those
that's
pants.
really cool.
When it's Doris gets hers.
That last one put me to sleep.
Give him a gavel.
Those old men are sleepy.
Trace Idiotis would now like to entertain you with a completely random act. All three members have had a lifetime fascination with a certain small minority group of individuals. The members of Trace Idiotis have always felt that all people should be treated equally, no matter how different or exceptional they may be. Therefore, they have prepared the next skit to demonstrate the astonishing diversity and talents of this group of people. Since this is the largest and most expensive presentation Trace Idiotis has ever attempted, they will require some help. They have recruited 3 women who have volunteered to assist with the extremely technical aspects of this skit. The first 3 women they selected were Hillary, Melania, and Stormy Daniels. But they had to get rid of them because they always got in fistfights. The new 3 women you may know as Marie, Val, and Sharon. But in reality, they are the very exclusive group of performing artists known as the Idiotis Hotties. These women have performed around the globe and have even visited the White House during the during the Obama administration. They have agreed to perform with Trace Idiotis under one condition, that their faces are not revealed. It is with great pleasure and joy that I present to you Trace Idiotis and the Idiotis Hotties performing Tiny Dancers. Curtain,
This is gonna cost you.
Where's your paddle at?
Wario, knock that off.
What beautiful hands they have.
This is too much.
1, 2, 3.
Come on, Danny, you can do it.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Are you ready for something?
Let's
do it. Let's do it.
All right, Maestro, get it.
Oh, they're awesome. Oh my
It won't take long. We're gonna do the twist, and it goes like this. Come on, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Yeah, let's twist again, like we did last year. Remember when we fought yeah, let's twist again. Christmas time is here. Macarena, tu cuerpo para dar la alegría y gozar. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, tu cuerpo para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, Macarena. Macarena tiene un Oppan Gangnam Style.